Welcome to my 3 hours with Bishop Asante Marfo-Ahenkora.
Welcome to my 3 hours. Today, I want to go back to childhood and talk about some of the things that we do and relate them to adult life. And here I'm talking about the way you act or you present yourself and you think nobody watches you, but then you are being watched. A lot of people don't realize that other people take keen interest in their lives and watch them and how they behave. So I'm talking about some of the surprises I got growing up. I'll talk about the positive ones. And if later, I get opportunity, I talk about some negative things also in my childhood. But one of the things I want to talk about is when I was in school, I acted in such a way that I realized that a lot of people realized that I was a good person. And periodically, out of the blue, they would tell me, look, you have this quality, you have that character, and it's a good thing. And usually, they come from people I don't expect to know. And so I learned quite early that much as you may lead in your life, you are being observed. And I'm saying this just to get you to realize that when you're living your life, you think people don't notice who you really are. But I've come to learn that people do notice. And I'll give you one or two instances. I remember went with my grandpa to, a program outside of where we were living, and he met another Presbyterian minister, and he introduced me and another family member. And when he introduced me, he just said, "Oh, kwabena die oyakwalapa." Whilst I was going, I thought that we were all cool and all my siblings, were all behaving well. But for him to say, "Oh, to wait, that I saw this my boy, he's a good person." In one way or the other, he was saying the others were not behaving well, or I didn't understand, because for me at that age, I thought we were all being raised together, and I didn't see any difference in me and the others. But I was a bit taken aback. I'm saying this just to let you know that other people observe things about us, and more often than not, they are right and we don't know. And so when he said that, well, I took it, but I didn't believe it. Because I didn't think I was better than some others. Let me put it that way. So fast forward, I went to secondary school, and for 5 years, I was in Oforipening Secondary School. And I never had any specific direct engagement with the headmaster. When you are in secondary school, you have your teachers who you come in contact with, and then maybe your housemaster, at most your senior housemaster. The headmaster, you rarely have any encounter personally or anything with him. But, I think it was in 5th form or 4th form, I'm not too sure, but at the speech and prize giving day, I had a surprise award. I was there. I didn't know I was going to receive the award. Then out of the blue, I heard my name being mentioned, that the headmaster had a special prize for his most well-behaved, most disciplined, and for him, the best student he had in the school. And in the previous school and prize giving days, I had not heard that there was an award for that. They gave awards to the senior prophet. They give awards to all manner of subjects, those who excelled. And I won some awards in excellence, but not this one. And, out of the blue, how did he pick me? What standards did you use? How did he rate? But when I took the award and went to sit down, then, I began to reflect. Say, well, maybe they see certain things that we don't see. And this is to my young people. When the old people make a judgment on you, they have observed you from afar. And you may think that they don't know you. They can't see through you. But in my work, I've come to realize that some old people can surprise you. And they may observe you from afar. You may not have interaction. You may not even know what goes on in their minds because they don't tell you anything. But they may be observing you along the way. And what I want you to learn is that whilst you think nobody watches you, there are lots of people who are watching you. We say in Chi, more often than not, they are a better judge of character and promise than we know. And they may commend us to people, or, if you like, lead us and direct us to areas that we never thought about if we are in their good books. So I want everybody listening to me to know that people are observing you. And don't think your actions are hidden. In fact, no action of yours is hidden. Like the Bible says, what we do in secret places, they will be open. They will be announced openly. And most people think that, the way I am, nobody knows me. Nobody sees whether I'm bad or I'm good. Well, my experience is that they get to know somehow. If you are good-hearted, they can tell. If you're a bad person, they can tell. And the fathers and the mothers and the guardians over your life, they hold a certain key. And that is why when they make a judgment on you, you better take it seriously, because their view may reflect how the outside world will view you. I want you to know that you are being watched, and therefore, whether you are doing things in secret or openly, let integrity guide you. If there's anything I learned, is to live with integrity. Nobody is without sin and nobody is without mistakes in this life. But people, the older people, can tell the attitude of your heart. And I want to say that my best commendations have not come from my peers. They've always come from people who are older. And I seem to have older people liking me than my peers, because of my peers, they have standards that they want you to fall in line with. And because I don't normally do what they want, I may not be in their good books. And so if it is choices, my peers don't like me. But I've learned that older people who have known life are able to then pick on me and say, I prefer this one. This one is going somewhere. This one is going to end up well. And that is my experience. Because I had a brother who was with me. We started in the same classroom, everything. May God bless him. So he's no more. But my grandfather told me that I paired him with you, though you were older than him, because I wanted you to be a check on his life, because right from his young age, I thought he was wayward. And it so happened that unfortunately, he followed friends who were raised in the same home. We had the same training, the same guidance. And yet, sometimes, as happens in families, You can have a Cain, you can have an Abel. You can have people behave differently. But the essence of why I'm telling you this story is that the elders can know. They can tell right from your young age. And so, whatever they say to you and about your life is true. And so you better take them seriously, because they are a better judge than your peers. You can be the most popular among your peers. It doesn't make you the right person. So I say, unfortunately, that I lost him basically because he did not follow the instructions of parents, did not follow the guidance that was supposed to be provided. Maybe I made myself what we call, fool. You are not like, you don't follow what is trending, you don't follow your colleagues, and therefore I was seen as maybe not conforming to the times. But it has saved my life. It has opened doors for me, because most of the doors that were opened for me were from people who are older than me. They saw something different about me and they liked it. So my teachers, like I say, my headmaster, that there was nothing special, but they chose me and they wanted me because they liked people who had good character. And so it's a choice you and I have to make in this life, because I've come to realize that if we listen to the older people, our lives are guided. If we decide to listen to our peers, our lives will be wayward. But the choice is ours to make. But for me, my experience, the older people have been my guide. And when old people speak, I take it seriously, because there are things they have experienced, and there's a reason why God has put them in my life. They're supposed to guide this. So I take their word like it's God-given, God-sent, and it's what has guided me. So I don't take advice from elderly people lightly at all. And I wish that you also do so, because trust what I'm saying. It will be a light for your path to guide you from a lot of trouble. Because, this heart is deceitful. And as young as we are, they say, there is foolishness in the heart of a child. The discipline, the rod, is that which the older people wield. So we need to humble ourselves and learn. I'm going to be sharing with you, some of the wrong things I did and the consequences. Because we all go wayward. But thank God for the guidance. So when I learned that lesson, wherever I go, whether at the workplace, if there are older people and they say something, I take it like, this is my World Cup. And it has guided me, made my way very, very, very smooth. And so, as I reflect, I want you to watch out and take the advice of people older than you. It will certainly help you. They always want to do what is best and live a better you. And therefore, whatever they tell you, please, they have the wisdom and they can tell where you are headed. Humble yourself, therefore, and let old age and people who are gone ahead of you guide you. And I can assure you, it will help you overcome and become a winner. See you next time. Ciao.